coming up, is it Biden economics or pseudo? Oh, I'm looking at the wrong camera here. See, that's why you need Katrina here. But branding expert Marc Rudov explains next. More on American Agenda after this.
We now know that Congressman James Comer of the House Oversight Committee is requesting unredacted records from the National Archives in which President Biden is accused of using fake names during his vice presidency.
Robert L. Peters. In Chairman Comer's letter to the head of the National Archives, Colleen Shogan, he states, attached to this email and made available on the NARA website is a document that indicates that at 9 a.m. on May 27, 2016, Vice President Biden took a call with the president of Ukraine. It is concerning to the committee, however, that this document was sent to Robert L. Peters, a pseudonym the committee has identified as then Vice President Biden. If this is true, Bob, this is incredible. Why would he be using the pseudonym if he's not doing anything wrong?
Well, some people are saying that's not that unusual, but it certainly seems like it's meant to hide something, right? This comes as the Republicans are signaling they are closer to launching an impeachment inquiry into President Biden's role into his son Hunter's business dealing. Joining us right now with your Action CEO and branding advisor and author of Intro Branding, the Keystone of Corporate Agility, Marc Rudov, and media strategist and host of What's Bugging Me, his podcast, Dennis Neal. Marc, take it away.
Well, it occurred to me, Bob, that you have a fake man, Joe Biden, and he's been pushing this Bidenomics, which is fake because it is a disaster. And he's been using pseudonyms to hide his activities in Ukraine and probably elsewhere. So what I did was I created a portmanteau of Bidenomics and pseudonyms, and I came up with Pseudonomics. And that's what we have here. This perfectly describes Joe, who is a pseudo-president, a pseudo-man. He's been a fake and a phony his whole life, and he's consistent. So you have to hand it to him. He goes out there yesterday on the anniversary of Bidenomics and touts how wonderful it is. He brought Nancy Pelosi out of mothballs and probably inject her with embalming fluid. And she tried to get everybody to clap and praise it. And then he sent out Karine Jean Pinocchio to lie again about how great it is. So everything is a lie, a lie, a lie. And so when we discovered the pseudonyms, who is surprised?
I love how Marc, you never hold back, right? He just tells it like it is. Dennis, now to you. We're unfortunately running out of time, but we want to give you as much time as possible. As a media strategist, I want to get your opinion on the fact that we haven't seen Hunter with Joe since July 4th. Remember, he was kind of like touching his nose there on the balcony there on the 4th of July.
Yeah, now, four times within 4 weeks, he's there with him. But now suddenly we haven't seen him in 6 weeks at all. And apparently when Biden was told by his advisors, you ought to get rid of him, he said, don't you keep your hands off my family. Well, he's been dumping his son on his own in that case.
What do you think about maybe it has to do with also the cocaine that was found there?
Well, yeah, that was a problem. I think the bigger problem is it may not even be his. What if it was someone else's? Also, if you're going to pick a pseudonym, if you're going to be anonymous, why, given your reputation, would you pick the last name Peters? What is he thinking? He should have picked a different last name. Just saying.
I don't get it.
On branding.
All right. Marc Rudov, Dennis Neal, thank you.
Over my head.
I'll explain later.
Check this out.